The Dawoodi Bohra's unique community kitchen, called the Faiz al-Mawaid al-Burhaniyah or FMB, was founded by His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Muhammad Burhanuddin and his son His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Ali Mufaddal Saifuddin in the year 2011. This program had one objective: to provide at least one wholesome and nutritious meal a day to every community household. FMB today benefits over 1,35,000 community households in over 870 cities across the world. Our community kitchen is seen on voluntary donations from community members and has permanent and voluntary staff both. FMB, our community kitchen, has managed to achieve a lot of objectives, some of them being ensuring food security, providing a healthy and nutritious meal, strengthening community bonds, preventing food wastage, and also empowering women. FMB has its head office in Badri Mahal, Mumbai, where a team of 40 members oversee the operations of FMB all around the world. Elements of the system needing meticulous attention are finding the right cooks, procuring fresh ingredients, planning the menu, organizing volunteers, organizing funds. Each household within a given town or city contributes to the local fund and has the opportunity to host their friends and family for a meal. Meals are filled into a container and made ready for door-to-door delivery.
My name is Adnan. I have been associated with Faiz al-Mawaid al-Burhaniyah, this Fakri area, for a little over 5 to 6 years approximately, is what I can remember. We provide food to families across around about 6-7 kilometer radius, going all the way from Selula Nagar to Vanaudi to Salunke Vihar, NIBM Road, Undri, and goes to Vada Chiwadi, then Khadi Machine Chowk, and then all the way out here in the areas out here. Then we go to Mithanagar and everything that is there in between this. So that's the spread of the families that we are catering to. Approximately 800 families every single day, and that's from the Bohra community. And apart from that, every month, around about an average 2 to 3 days, we provide food to all families, all Bohra families within this area. Roundabout turns out to be around about 1500 is what we can, we do cater to. That's 2 days or 3 days a month. Apart from that, we do, cater to approximately 10-12 families separately. Apart from that, basically whoever is needy out here. So we have a general practice wherein every single day, at least 10, we make it a point to have at least 10 tiffins distributed to the needy out here. If there's more food left over, we'll distribute all of that to the needy out here. So that's a general practice that we've been following for some time now. Basically, the entire process is a pretty elaborate process. The food for today, the preparation of that starts from around about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening. It started yesterday evening, wherein the cutting, chopping of vegetables, cleaning of the meat, everything goes on. And the actual cooking of the food starts around about 11ish, 12 in the night. And through the night, the cooks, they pace themselves accordingly so that the food is ready by 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's how they pace themselves. What is going to be cooked? So it's actually a very difficult decision to take. So what we've done is we have a separate team of around about 8 to 10 people comprising of both males and females. And what they do is at the start of the month they decide the menu for the entire month. So that's what is going to help us from a budgeting perspective also, how much we can spend and so on. So taking all of that into account, they prepare a menu for the month, and that's what we stick to for each of those days. And next month again, we do it that way. So that's how we kind of manage that. From what it's going to take to cook this, we've been doing this for some time now, so it was a gradual learning process. Earlier we did make some mistakes, but then over a period of time we've learned it, and we've made note of every single thing that we're doing out here. So if there's something that has been cooked today, we've noted down what it took us to cook that, the amount of chicken that it takes, the butter that we need, and so on. So all these things. So that's kind of noted in a place. Whenever we're going to cook the same dish next time around, we just open up that particular list, and we have that the amount of ingredients that we're going to need. Plus, the cook, the head cook out here, he's very experienced, around about 20 years of experience. And from our team also, there are a lot of people who have been taking care of such activities for decades now. So they also have a lot of experience in terms of what it's going to take to cook all of this. So it's a collective thing, but at the end of the day, it's well documented also, is what I would say. So that helps us. Just in case we change the personnel out here, no problem. We have everything documented, and so it should not be a problem.
मेरा नाम है मिराज खान, मैं यहाँ पे 5 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ। और आज का मेनू है चिकन खाउसे। उसमें नाम एक है, लेकिन उसका आइटम 4 आइटम रहते हैं इसके साथ। और इसका इंग्रेडिएंट पूछेंगे तो बहुत सारे हैं। यहाँ शाम को 6 बजे से कटिंग चालू होता है, रात को 12 बजे तक कटिंग करते हैं, और सुबह 5 बजे से पकाने का 7:15 तक कंप्लीट हो ही जाता है।
मेरा नाम इस्लाम है और मैं यहाँ पे 1 साल से काम करता हूँ। कुकिंग हेल्पर हैं, वही करते हैं।
मेरा नाम अतीक है और मैं यहाँ पे काम करता हूँ। शाम को अपन 5 बजे आते हैं, सुबह 7 बजे तक चले जाते हैं। मैं हेल्पर हूँ, मैं मेरे उस्ताद के साथ काम करता हूँ इधर। मेरे उस्ताद शाम को आते हैं और मैं उनको कटिंग में हेल्प करता हूँ, खाना बनाने में हेल्प करता हूँ। यहाँ पे कई सारे मेनू बनते हैं, उसमें से मेरे फेवरेट भी हैं और काफ़ी सारे मेनू हम बनाते हैं।
On a daily basis, everybody out here has a specific set of activities assigned to them, and so we've made it a practice that we'll just stick to whatever activities we do. So, for example, I am in charge of ensuring that we fill in the tiffins properly. The right quantity is going to every person, and essentially, we have to manage the level of the food so that it caters to all the 800 people that we're going to send the tiffins to. So overall, it's a supervisory role wherein I am just instructing people how to fill it. If they're not filling it properly, how is it that we can do it, and so on. So that's a daily process for me. I am here approximately 6:30 every single day, 6 days a week. Sundays we are off. We don't do this on Sundays. So every single day there are people who come in as early as like 5:30 in the morning, every single day, 5 days, be it rain or cold or summers, doesn't make much of a difference. 5:30 they are there out here. So that's kind of how we operate out here.
Holiness Dr. Saina Mufaddal Saifuddin has placed me in the operational head in this kitchen. I look after the storage, the perishable and non-perishable item gets storage in a proper place.
I'm in Faiz al-Mawaid, Burhaniyah, serving for the last 8 years. Was on the secretary post for 7 years and now as a procurement head right now. Taking care of day-to-day operations in the morning along with the team and starting the work in the morning at around 6:30 and completing by 7:30, 7:45. Day-to-day menu is been and the ingredients to be taken every day. That we have a register, and according to that, we just have a watch on it and try to see that every day the food is not wasted or anything like that. It goes on.
मेरा नाम शोएब इंडोनेशिया वाला है। मैं कई सालों से, जब से यहाँ हमारा जो FMB किचन बना है, तब से यहाँ मैं सब सेवा करने के लिए आता हूँ। और हमारा मोटो है कि हर घर में खाना पहुँचे, जो डेली रहता है, संडे छोड़ के डेली। और यहाँ फूड वेस्टेज का कोई चांस नहीं है। उस सभी के घर पे प्रॉपर टाइम पे पहुँचता है। और क्लीनिंग में एकदम पूरा हाइजीनिक का बहुत ध्यान रखते हैं। प्रॉपर नॉइस ना हो, यहाँ पे लोगों को तकलीफ़ ना हो, और वक्त पे लोगों के घर पे खाना पहुँच जाए। फीलिंग के हिसाब से हम ऐसा मैनेज करते हैं कि प्रॉपर टाइमिंग का बहुत ध्यान रखते हैं कि जो लोग जाए, कहीं पे जॉब पे जाते हैं, शॉप पे जाते हैं, तो अपना खाना दोपहर का लेके जाते हैं। और वो खास करके उसमें वो खाना नहीं बनाते जो दोपहर तक या 1 बजे 2 बजे लंच के टाइम तक ख़राब हो जाए। और जो भी है ऐसा उनको प्रॉपर तरीके से घर पे खाना पहुंचाते हैं। और कूल माइंड से, सभी से रिस्पेक्ट से, कोई ऐसा नहीं, वो हिसाब से हम सबके घर पे खाना पहुंचाते हैं। और यही हमारी सेवा भावना है कि सभी, कोई भी भूखा ना सोए। कोई भी दुनिया में आया है, ऊपर वाला ने दिया है, तो सभी मिलके, सभी के कंट्रीब्यूशन से हम ये काम करते हैं। और ये हमारा जो मौलाना है, उनकी दुआ और उनका सपोर्ट और उनके जो काइंड्स उनके है, उनके हिसाब से ही करते हैं।
My name is Shakir Jamali. I am from Pune Fakhri Mohalla. I am in the khidmat of the FMB Thali. I am basically the part of the IT team who manages the Thali and the Niyaz Thalis. So I often come here for the Thali khidmat, filling and helping in the distribution of the Thalis.
मेरा एज अभी 81 है और मैं ये काम करने की बहुत खुशी है। 10 साल हो गए मेरे को काम करने को यहाँ पे FMB में। फिलिंग का काम कर रहा हूँ और रोटी आता है उसका पैकिंग कर रहा हूँ।
मेरा नाम मुर्तज़ा काचवाला है। मैं 1 साल से ये वॉलंटरी खिदमत कर रहा हूँ। यहाँ पे आता हूँ मैं। टिफ़िन वगैरह भरने के बाद जो भी खाना बच जाता है, हम उसे कंटेनर्स में भर के जो नीडी है वो आके लेके जाते हैं, या हम उनको दे के आते हैं फिर बचा हुआ खाना सब। तो बेसिकली एक दाना भी हमने वेस्ट नहीं करते हैं। हम जो भी जितना भी पहले फिल कर लेते हैं, फिर जो बचता है वो हम गरीबों में बांट देते हैं, या जो जिसको चाहिए वो आके भी लेके जाते हैं यहाँ से। ये तो खाने का होगा। अगर जैसे सलाड्स है जो है, तो उसको हम एनिमल्स या जो गाय है उनको डाल देते हैं। कभी कुछ ईटेबल नहीं हो सकता है, खा सकते नहीं, तो फिर हम मैन्योर में डाल देते हैं उसको।
There are 3 types of tiffins: small, medium, and large. For single person, you got small tiffin. For medium, you got middle. For 2 to 3 people, you got middle tiffin, and for large family, you got a large tiffin.
The food which is prepared here, it not only goes to our community, but we also deliver to other people who are in need. At least 200 to 300 packets are delivered every day in all different areas.
स्टूडेंट चलता है यहाँ पे पुणे के अंदर, इसका मैनेजमेंट मैं करता हूँ। और जो बाहर से बच्चे लोग पढ़ने के लिए आते हैं, जो उनको तकलीफ़ ना हो खाने के लिए, तो उसका मैनेजमेंट हमने जब से FMB चालू हुआ है यहाँ पे बाबा साहब की रज़ा से, जब से स्टार्ट है और अभी तक चालू है। जितने भी बच्चे आते हैं उनको बराबर जहाँ भी रहते हैं पुणे के अंदर उसको पहुँचाया जाता है बराबर से टाइम से खाना, कि उन लोग को बराबर पहुँच जाए और उनको बाहर की ज़रूरत ना पड़े, तकलीफ़ ना हो, इसीलिए मैं इसका मैनेजमेंट करता हूँ।
The most important aspects about this entire activity is the finances, and you'll be amazed to know that all of this is being done by voluntary contributions. So first and foremost, each and every member that you see out here, about 25-30 people associated working every day. There are only 2 people who are there in this who are paid and are there at this kitchen for the entire day. But apart from that, all the other probably like say 20-25 people, everybody is doing work voluntarily out here. Absolutely no gains in terms of money. The kind of funds that are required for preparing this food and the distribution and everything, that's coming in from the people out here in this area. It's all voluntary. What we do is at the start of the year, we kind of get some kind of a commitment from each of a family saying, okay, how much would you like to contribute to feeding the people through the year? And that's how we start off. And there are a lot of other people. So if we are catering to around about 800 people, I would say at least 1100 to 1200 families are contributing so that we can distribute food to these 800 people. So that's how this voluntary contribution, everybody, you are free to do whatever you can. There's no compulsion as such as to how much you need to do. The more the better. That's what it is. So the more funds that we get, we'll try and feed as many more people. Another important aspect about this food reaching people is the delivery aspect of it. So let's say during summers, the weather is going to be really very hot, and so we have to take care that the tiffin reaches the people at the earliest. So for that reason, what we do is we've got a designated around 9 rickshaws and at least 3 people who distribute food on their 2-wheelers. That's how it is. Each rickshaw driver has a assigned set of tiffins, let's say 100 tiffins. Each of those tiffins is numbered so that we do not exchange any tiffins with anybody. All these tiffins are numbered, and so they are responsible for their 100. They will ensure that they are filled, picked up, delivered, and the empty tiffins are delivered to the kitchen. So all of this has to happen by that 10 a.m. time frame. We've enforced that just so that the food does not get spoiled. And overall, it's a very smooth process. We've learned through the days now, and as of today, if you ask me, it's one of the smoothest processes. For that matter, even the 1400 that we try to distribute, we are done by 10 o'clock. It's because it's a well ironed out process. So now I think we are very comfortable with that.
मेरा नाम अशोक है, मैं हड़प से एरिया टिफ़िन सप्लाई करता हूँ सिंस लास्ट 10 years.
ज्ञानेश्वर मासोड़े, मैं चाय में डबक का करता हूँ.
नंदू पहलवान, मैं कम से कम 11 साल हो गया. मैं भवानीपेट पहला कैंप में किया, बाद में भवानीपेट में.
That's where as soon as the tiffin is filled in, it starts out. We start with Undri. That's because the farthest area for us. So we send out that tiffin as early as like 6:15, 6:20 round about. That's when the first rickshaw starts off from here. The entire process, distribution process, everybody comes back out here, reports the tiffins and so on. Around by 10 o'clock or so, I think everybody's back here with the empty tiffins, which will be used the next day. So that's how it's done. It's a pretty elaborate process.
नाइको मेरा नाम, मैं 11 साल से यहाँ आपका टिफ़िन का काम करता हूँ. फिर भी मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है. ये किस के घर में डब्बे पहुँचाता हूँ, वो मेरे को दुआ सलामत देते हैं. और कोई बुज़ुर्ग आदमी है वो भी मुझे उनकी खुशी से कुछ कभी कभी बख्शिश भी देते हैं। बहुत अच्छे काम करते हैं आप। मेरे को भी अच्छा लगता है वो उनका दुआ सलाम लेने को। और सुबह में हम 7 बजे 7:15 बजे यहाँ आके जल्दी टिफ़िन देते हो।
मेरा नाम अली असगर है। मैं FMB में 6-7 साल से खिदमत करता हूँ। मेरा टिफ़िन का रूट कोरेगांव पार्क और हड़पसर है। हम क्या करते हैं, हर एक घर में दो डब्बे दिए तो एक भरेला डब्बा उनको दे देते हैं और उनके पास से खाली डब्बा वापस ले लेते हैं।
नाम नंदू, मैं 10 साल से ये खिदमत का काम कर रहा हूँ। तो आज तक एक छुट्टी नहीं हो गई। वो मौला की दुआ की वजह से हम लोग आज तक यहाँ तक पहुँचे। सैटरडे को 95 टिफ़िन देता और रेगुलर 60।
This is Dr. Maria Motiwala, ear, nose, throat specialist, and I'm practicing since last 20 years in Pune. About FMB Thali, it's a great boon for working women, for senior citizens, and for students. I would like to point out one particular incident as far as I am concerned as a doctor. See, being a medical profession, you have to be always on feet. Like I have to undergo operations, then going to the OPD, going to the conferences in the evening. So with my children, with my kids, all are like with my husband, like it become difficult. And as we know, the maid is really a problem. So once the thali is there, at least I'm relieved. At least they are getting a balanced diet, and like I can do my profession. And especially I feel entrepreneur women, like it become really relief that you don't have to go to the kitchen, you don't have to see what is cooked and all that, and the healthy food is at the door in the morning and you are relieved.
I come to shop every day at say around 10:30 and stay till 6 p.m. So it's a whole day. So once we get the tiffin, I get a little bit when we eat here only at shop. So definitely if there is a lot of time left for me and I'm not doing the cooking at home.
So hi, I'm Fatima Ice Cream Wala and I have been a baker since let's say 5 years. But when I was in college, it used to be very difficult for me to handle my college and do my baking as well. So then later, once I got a little free time, I started doing it, and then lockdown came down and all the shops were obviously closed, so I didn't know where to get my ingredients and everything from. But then the good part was that FMB used to give us all the raw materials like maida and all of the stuff like butter, eggs, etc. So that helped me get all my material as well, and then I started my own little business, and then yeah, here I am doing my own thingy. Thank you.